Buy 2 Satoshis. I'm your host, Chris, and welcome back to the show. Today we're going to talk about warp.bond. They've officially launched today, so I kind of want to walk you guys through the platform. I have made a previous video to kind of explain to you guys about this particular protocol. I'll make sure that I'll link that video to this video here, and I'll make sure I drop the link down below to the website, the Get book, so that you can read and do your own research and see if this is something that you're interested in. For those that don't know, this is an own fork on the Polygon network. The difference between this particular staking platform, which is exactly what it is, just like most of the others, you can stake on Earth or you can stake on various other planets. The way that you would get to the other planets is by parts, NFTs, that you are able to, that you generate when you bond for $250 value or more. Now you can bond for up to $4,000 or $5,000, and it will increase the strength of your NFT part. But you can just bond for right around $250. I would say maybe $255, $260 to be safe, to make sure that, you know, once the fees kick in and things of that nature, you definitely get your NFT part. Now, there are 3 different parts that you can bond and get, actually 4, but let's just focus on the first 3. The Starship Bridge, the Starship Hull, and then the engine. Combined, these 3 parts combined will make up a spaceship for you to get to the next planet. And then the final one that you need is a fuel cell, which is the fuel for you to get there, okay? Now, you don't have to go to other planets, but the advantage of doing so is that you're able to capture the high APYs that we're used to seeing when it comes to DAOs when they first launch. So you can get the high APY that's currently going on Earth, and then the next planet, and then the next planet, and so forth and so forth. That's if you want to, or you can just stay here on Earth and just stake and get the yield from just that one planet, okay? So that you'll know there are options here. Since they just launched, the price has shot up drastically. It started at $250 and it's currently at $1,400. If you've been following my channel, I've told you this strategy over and over again, which is just to let the price settle. If you come over here and look at the chart, you can see that the price spiked up very quickly to close to $3,500. Some people who was trying to rush and get in very early at the very launch, you click that button, by the time the order goes through, you've wind up buying at a higher price than if you just was patient a little bit and let it settle back down. Then you could at least got it for this close to this $1,300, $1,400, $1,200. But if you try to do it and be within the first wave of 100 or 1,000 or 1,500 people to do it, then you probably got a little bit wrecked, as they say, because you probably got a price of 3,000 or 2,500 or 4,000, and now it's back down here, and that's a learning lesson. Paid your tuition. I hope you learned your lesson. Don't rush into this type of stuff. Just kind of wait. There's no need to be in a big rush like that. So let's kind of go over a little bit more of what's going on Opensea, because some people already have, since they bonded and they got their NFT, they've rushed over here to Opensea and they've listed their engine part. So you come in and you bonded and you've got, let's say, a hull. Now, if you want to try to get the other 2 ship parts, you can. But if you want to just come over here and purchase from Opensea, that's an option for you also. It's completely up to you what strategy that you want to implement in this. But keep in mind, you're going to need all 3 parts, the engine, the bridge, and the hull, to assemble your ship, and a fuel cell. So it's 3 parts and fuel. Got it? Let's keep going. So let me go ahead and teach you guys a little bit something about if you're having a transaction that's stuck. all you simply need to do is go ahead and open up your MetaMask wallet and just simply speed the transaction up. So let me show you what I mean. You click speed up. You don't really have to do anything. It's going to go ahead and set the way for you to what's necessary for it to speed up. You just simply click OK. And normally it takes about 10 seconds to speed it up. Sometimes the Matic network is very slow and congested. Like right now when a project is launched, as you just see, it just went through just that quickly. Now I'm going to go ahead and go over to the platform, and I'm going to go ahead and bond for you guys and let you see what it looks like and see if I can go ahead and pick up mid-ship. The way that I'm looking at it is like this. I want to get in the platform anyway, and if I can pick up an NFT that's currently going for the lowest one I think I've seen recently is 0.1 ETH. So why not? The floor can continue to rise, and you can actually build a ship with it also. So, I mean, it's pretty much a win-win situation. So why not? I have seen some guys come in here and list them for like 0.03. They quickly got snatched up. I see a couple for 0.06, but it's just to let you know, that's how some people do. They bond a lot of them, or they get a lot of them, and then they try to rush them out of the market to get their money back and go back in. So come over to the website, and there's a bonding area over on the left-hand side. So you go ahead and click it. And we're going to go ahead and pick, I have $259 worth of DAI. So I'm going to go ahead and max that out. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and put it at 252. See if that works. Let that set. Go ahead and click bond. There is a 9.99 5-day ROI. Bonding at a higher price, but I want to do it live for you guys so you can see what it looks like. I could have bonded a little bit earlier. As you notice, I was when I started the video, it was around 1,300. The price is rising very fast, and it's to be expected. There are not a lot in circulation. The transaction has went through, so you can only expect for it to go. So let's see. All right, that's went through. And what you want to do is you can bond with either DAI, MAI, or the warp.bond LP. The warp.bond LP is 14.99%. The DAI and the MAI, 9.99, roughly 10%. So let's go ahead and see my bonds. Yep, I have a $277 bond paid. I have one purchased. So now let's go ahead and go over and take a look at my actual NFT that I have. I was looking at the prices to see what the fuel cells are actually going for right now. The lowest price I've seen is 0.06 for one, and then it jumps up to 0.11 and 0.12. And now you understand why I went ahead and bonded for that price, because of course, I'm going to go ahead and list mine. I'm not going to tell you what price I'm going to list it for. We're just going to see what happens. And if I do another bond, if I get enough to cover another bond, I'm going back in and bonding again, and probably going to repeat the process and just pick up as much warp as I can and just kind of see where this thing goes. Of course, I will be. Let's go take a look at the floor price. Looks like currently, it already has a 4.6 trading volume. It's going up very quickly. This should be verified, I'm sure, probably by tonight or tomorrow at this particular rate. I think it takes only 10 ETH sales, 10 ETH worth of sales volume to be able to go and get listed. As you can see, most people have theirs listed at an astronomical price, 84 ETH, 89 ETH. But I'm just going to kind of play this out and see which way it goes. As you can see right now, yeah, the low, wow, that's quick. This 0.08 is the lowest fuel cell 0.11, 0.1125, yeah. Everyone else is what they're doing is they're listing them very high. It's a tactic that people use to raise the floor price as quickly as possible because it's not that many people that's selling them for this cheap. Once you get past that 0.08 on the fuel cell, and as far as the ship and parts, I see one bridge for 0.06, a couple of them. The rest of them, no, you're not going to get one. One engine for 0.06, there it's booming and going pretty fast. I'm just going to kind of give this a little bit of time and just kind of play it out and see which ways it goes. So I'm going to leave the links down below in case this is a project you guys are interested in. Keep in mind, like I said, this is our own fork. So you are bonding. You are able to bond, just like we've done in all the other DAOs. The only difference is if you bond over a certain amount, you get a NFT ship part. It takes up to 3 parts to build your ship if you want to go to the next planet. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about here. If you look at this map, you see that we're currently on Earth and we're staking. The APY has dropped down considerably. It's down to 619,000. It's to be expected as the TVL rises and more people come in, the APY is going to drop down. As you can see, it's 1, 2, 3, about 4 more planets. Go into the Discord and kind of look at the partnerships they have going on. You'll kind of understand what each one of these other planets, or what platform, or I should say, what group or what community each planet is dedicated to. You'd be very surprised to see some of the partnerships. This is season 1, by the way. There will be a season 2. So that's why the ships are going like they are, because you'll be able to go from planet to planet and capture the high APYs. Now, one thing to keep in mind is as people leave Earth and go to other planets to capture that APY, the APY on Earth will rise again as people leave. So just another little tip for you guys if you're not really catching on to what I'm putting out there for you guys so that you can kind of get a hold of this. This has been my 2 Satoshis. We're out.
Lately I've been losing my direction. I know, 'cause I've been trapped inside this heart of mine. Oh, heart of mine.
Check the red pill. You stay in Wonderland, and I show you how.